Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a really quick get ready with me makeup tutorial. This is basically my everyday makeup if I want to feel like I'm wearing a filter, but not wear a filter all day, because we all know that we would love to walk around with a filter on all day, except that's not reality. So anyways, it's pretty quick. Normally it takes me about, depending on if I put lashes on or not, 8 to 10 minutes to do it. However, it's going to take a little longer today because I obviously have to slow down and show you guys what I'm doing, show you the products, all that jazz. So anyways, I'm going to have a sip of coffee because coffee is fuel, coffee is life. It's foamy today. And then we're going to get into it. So I've already done my moisturizer. I've already, I did an exfoliating, what is it called? Dr. Brown's microdermabrasion thing last night on my face. I like to do that twice a week. So I did that last night. I did a really intensive moisturizer this morning because my skin is extremely dry with the weather. And now I'm just going to put on my foundation, which right now I'm really liking Rare Beauty. I wear the color 240W. I like it because it has very olive undertones. And it's got like a big doe foot applicator, which is nice. And so I just kind of put this all over. It's pretty sheer, you can really blend it out. It's not full coverage really. So, I mean, you could build, it's very buildable. So if you wanted it to be full coverage, it could be, but I just kind of dab it all over my face. And then I'm just use this setting spray. It's the Sephora one for dampening my blender. And then I just go in and blend it. And I will take it down on my neck too. This is a really good match for me once it's actually blended in. It looks really crazy when I just dot it all over my face. It looks super, it doesn't match, but then blends in really well. I have a mirror over here, guys. So if you see me looking this way, it's just so that I can make sure that I'm blending it in well. And I do like to blend it up onto my ears too, just so that I know it's not gonna look funny. Nothing worse than that line when someone forgets to put it on their ears. And I find this foundation for me is super hydrating, which I really like because, as you guys know, if you've watched any of my videos before, I'm very, very, very dry. So I need that really bad. Because I'm excited to be back doing this. It's been so long. It's ridiculous, actually, how long it's been. Okay, so that's that. It goes on really nice. Like I said, it's pretty sheer. You still are going to have to cover your under eye bags and whatnot. I'm still using Infallible Full Wear Concealer. It's the drugstore version of Tarte Shape Tape. And because I change color so much throughout the year, depending on if it's summer, winter, fall, I change a lot. In the summer, I get really tanned. So I need to have quite a few different colors of concealer. I prefer not to spend, I prefer not to spend a fortune on concealer because I do need so many different colors. So this swiping thing is out, apparently. So says everyone. Guys, this is where I put my concealer, okay? I am going to highlight after, but this is my concealer placement. And just use the opposite side of my blender. Dab. Push it into the skin. I will say this is probably one of my favorite concealers because it's not super cakey. It tends to just sit really nice and it's not drying, which I really like. And it offers really, really, really good coverage. You can put one layer on and it's great, or you can really build it up too. So And I like to take it like right up because I get a lot of darkness in here. So I will like pull it up. I try not to put too much concealer in this area because I have a lot of creasing right under my lower lashes. And so it doesn't matter what concealer you buy. If you naturally have lines there, it's going to settle into them. So I try to avoid that because it just makes you look older. And I'll show you guys what I do to kind of hide it with eyeshadow. But I do take it up my nose. And kind of, I just try and keep it like out of, from this area up. Like I try not to put concealer. If I have to, I put just like very little. So much brighter. I am going to brighten it a little bit more. We're going to bake it for 2 seconds. I'm lying. Probably going to bake it for like 2 minutes, but I just feel like I didn't sleep very well last night. So I just need a little bit more in here. My kids decided that they wanted to have like a party last night once we put them to bed. So it was like, normally they go right to sleep and they're so good. But last night they were up to like 9, which is so late for them. And then they got up this morning at 6. Like they're 7 to 7 sleepers, 7 to 7, not like 9 to 6. I don't know what fresh hell this is, but yeah, no, not about it. So while I do the contouring part of my face, I am gonna just bake a little bit. Again, this one I've had for a little while. I like it. It's pretty good. You can use any like translucent powder though to bake. So I just will put like a bunch under my eyes just to set that. And kind of up the side of my nose to brighten that as well. I always feel so attractive when I'm baking. Such a good look, right? Okay, so this is a new one. I tried to get the KKW Beauty contour kit, the sticks, but they're like totally sold out. I don't know when they're restocking. So anyways, I tried to find something comparable. This is actually really good. So this is the Wonder Stick by NYX. A lot of companies make them separately, but I wanted like kind of a one and done deal. I didn't want to have to be dealing with doing it separately. So I got the shade medium. This is the contour color and this is the highlight color. So they're pretty like universal, I think. And then I'm just gonna draw on my face. This is fun, guys. I like doing this. This part's really fun. So I like to, it's weird. It looks weird, I know. And then I typically will do it in like a 3. So like a 3 like this. You guys see it? And then down here, sorry, excuse me, I'm doing it in the same spot. There. And then under my lip, it just adds like a little bit of fullness. And then I'm gonna do my nose after I finish wiping off my, you know, baking, because otherwise it's just gonna be a hot mess. All right, we're gonna buff this out. Just have like a little kabuki brush here, and we're just gonna buff it. And I will say, like for a drugstore cream contour, this one blends out so nice. Like it's really, really, really good. Now you guys can see why I have to put my hair up. And it has like really good color, like really good. See how much color it deposits? Just like a little bit of it is so good. I think it's like $10 in Canada. It's probably cheaper in the States. So if you're watching from there, lucky you. But yeah, this one, I like NYX actually, or NYX. I don't know how you say it, but I call them NYX Cosmetics. products and I like them. Their stuff is usually pretty good quality and not overly expensive. So yeah, just blend this all out. I need a little more here. Strong jawline never hurt anyone. Oh God. See, it's like wearing a filter, guys. Told you. Would I lie? Never. And then I just have like a little smaller blush that I brush that I use for like my actual lips and nose. Okay, let's brush off this powder. Just like a little brighter, you know? Nice and bright. Okay. Again, this thing. So I like to just draw straight down both sides of my nose from the eyebrow, and then I like to do the tip and then kind of round out the tip. So I'm going to look in the mirror to do that. Otherwise my nose is going to be like off to one side, but yeah. I'd like to do the end because it shortens your nose and kind of makes it look like really cute. Makes it look cuter. You all want a cute little short nose, right? Yeah, and if it's not, like, see how I'm a little bit wonky here? You can always fix it with blending, so don't worry about it. I like to box it off. You'll see why when I... Okay, so blending it again from the tip up the sides. Don't get me wrong, like as much as I love these brushes, I'm also a huge fan of like using my hands to blend my makeup. I feel like it just does such a good job, and yeah, like you really can't go wrong. Sorry, I'm just gonna need a little more darkness here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now we'll use the other side. Helps if I roll it up. I'm just gonna highlight like a few little areas on my face. Nose, obviously. Like anywhere that you want to be bright. If you only had like this stick, you could actually use it as a concealer too, which is really great. So just blend it as best you can, depending on how much time you have. I'm on a bit of a tight schedule today because after this, I'm going to go and fix this situation. You guys can't probably tell on camera. Like I feel like I'm safe on the camera, but if you saw me in person, you'd be like, girl, like what happened to your hair? So I'll probably retell it in my actual hair video, but long story short, I got it cut all off in a pixie and I left it like brown for 2 days. And then I realized that I hated having like brown hair with a pixie cut because it just looked too, it wasn't feminine enough for me. Like I needed something more like fun because I had no hair anymore and it just didn't feel feminine. Not that having short hair makes you not feminine, but for me, it just kind of like, I needed it to be like more girly. So then I went and I had the same guy who was cutting it for me, a barber, bleach the whole thing blonde, and he did like an amazing job, like unbelievable job. He was so good. And the color was perfect. I loved it. And then he went away to like his home country for a little bit, and I don't know if he got stuck there or like what happened, but he wasn't here when I needed my roots done. So I ended up having to go to someone else to get my roots done, and like it was so bad. It was literally like the worst situation ever. So my head got completely burned. She burned the F out of my scalp, like chemically burned me so badly. And she didn't even get the right color. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like the ends are his color and this orange, that's her color. So I have like my roots now, and then I had this band of orange, and then I had like the really nice white ends, and all the back is orange because she cut off everything to trim it that he did. So it's just been like this hot mess. But because it was so burned, I didn't want to go and have it done again. Like I needed to let my scalp heal. So this is like 6 weeks of waiting, and now I'm going back to him, and he's gonna try to fix it somehow. I don't know how he's gonna fix it, but I hope he's gonna fix it. Okay, so that's your base done. Like literally I could throw on mascara and go out. I'm gonna put a little bit of this cream blush on. It's by Tower 28. The color is Beach Please Magic Hour. I don't know which one of those colors is the color, but and I like to put my blush only up here. I don't put blush down here because wherever you put your blush, it's going to draw attention to that area and lift it. So if you want to look like you have like cute little young, youthful, bally cheeks, then you put it on your apples of your cheeks. And if you want to look a little more sculpted and lifted, then you put it up here. So I like to look like I have higher cheekbones as opposed to this. So I put it up higher. Okay, that's that. And you know, it's the middle of winter, so I'm just going to take whatever bronzer and put it kind of everywhere. Because I like to be bronzed. Who doesn't, really? And if we can't be away yet, then this is what I'm resorting to. Just a little bit, guys, like very little. You don't need a lot. One other thing I forgot to show you guys, I'm knocking everything over, is sometimes it's fun to just do a little bit of this, depending on what shirt you're wearing, to just give your collarbones like a little touch of highlight. And just blend that in. Just kind of like looks cute, you know? Looks cute. All right. I'm probably going to do this off camera because I have to look in such a way, but I'm going to do my eyebrows with the Lift and Snatch pen by NYX. It's amazing. Show you guys. It's like super duper fine tip there. Really, really nice. This makes for amazing little hair strokes. So I'm going to do those, and I'm going to put on some mascara, and then I'll come back, and I'm probably also going to put lashes on off camera, and I'll come back and we'll do lips, and then that's it. We're done. Hey guys, so lashes are on, brows are done. If you guys want to see a video with those two things, I'm happy to do that. It just is a little bit more time consuming, and I wanted to keep this short, but I can definitely do a video on those things if you want. So last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my lips, and I'm also just going to do a little bit on my under eyes here. Where's my brush that I want? So I'm just going to use this little guy here. Guys, don't mind my hand. I have eczema. Like I said, I'm very dry right now, and this is like the most random place that I get it. So anyways, so I'm just going to use my bronzer. So if you're ever needing a natural looking eyeshadow or makeup look in general, using bronzer or contour as your eyeshadow is amazing. It's just like, it's the holy grail. It's so good. So I'm just going to put it underneath my eyes. Kind of heavier, closer to the lash line, and then blending it down and kind of up and out in the corner. You'll be able to see it better on the other eye. I should have done that one first. The purpose of this is to hide those little lines that I was talking about. So I feel like putting a little bit of color here, it just camouflages them a little bit and you don't see it as much. But it's a very natural color because it's just like a bronzer, or I could use a contour. And it just kind of like makes my eyes look a little more defined. So that's it. Really super quick. And then sometimes I'll put on lower mascara, sometimes I won't. I feel like I'm probably going to today. It's coming together, guys. We're almost done. Okay. Last, but most certainly not least, the lippies. Can't go without the lips. So I don't know if you guys seen this new TikTok viral thing where people go like this and then they like draw an obnoxious line around and somehow it looks nice. Blown away, mind blown, because I actually did it the other day and it worked. So I was like, holy crap, what? I don't usually do my lips like that, but I do always overline them. So we're gonna do that now. I am again gonna look up here because I don't want my lips to look like clown lips. And the color I'm using is Nude Suede Shoes. It's not going to focus, but it's Nude Suede Shoes. Again, by NYX. I don't know. I grabbed this color probably like 2 years ago. And it was like an instant obsession because it's like the perfect nude for me. So there's like my overline. You can see I've kind of just gone just outside my natural lip. So I overline and then I like to like just shade a little bit. And then I'm going to use the color Faux. What's on my nail? Oh, mascara. Faux by MAC. It's kind of like a pinky nude. I think that's what I want today. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little more pink. There's another one, I think it's called Majesty. I can't remember. I don't know. Let me see. Is it in here? Modesty. Modesty is another good one that I wear a lot. They're very, very similar. This one's more like brown, but has like more of like a orangey peach undertone, and this one's more of like a pinky undertone. I don't know what's going on with the shape of these. I think my kids got into this. My kids definitely got into this one. Look at that. This is, yeah, my children love lipstick. All of them, all three of them, even my son. They like come and they'll sit at my makeup table and take everything out and start putting it all over their face. Like, honestly. My husband's not a fan of my son using makeup, but I'm like, no, we have a little Wayne Goss on our hands. We have a Wayne Goss or like a Mario, and he is going to be just, men do the best makeup. I don't know why, but when they're good at it, they're good at it. So yeah, anyways, that's it, guys. That's my go-to.